fellow bookworms to Dresden. My name is Whitney, and I have another Series Saturday video for you guys. So I completed another one. I wanted to try to do two for the month of February, but that didn't happen with the other books I needed to read and prioritize. But I did get one more read, and that is the seventh book in the series, which is Deadbeat by, of course, Jim Butcher. And yeah, found this one actually pretty enjoyable, even though it was hard to get into for myself, and it is very similar in tone and such as the other books in the series are. But I'll go ahead and talk about this in just a second. Before I do though, please go ahead and give this video a like. It really does help out the channel. And then also please make sure you are subscribed and have the bell notification pushed. I'm not doing a regular schedule, and so if you don't have, if you're not subscribed and you don't have that notification push, you're not going to know when I upload. So definitely please do that. And again, it does help out the channel. So let's go ahead and talk about Deadbeat. So in this one, you have, of course, Harry, who's the main protagonist for the Dresden Files, and he is on a case that is Mavra, the queen of the Black Court of Vampires, is blackmailing him to take, essentially. So she has some videos that tie, or some photos rather, that tie into the last book in the series and the events that took place in it. She has some photos that could cause some problems with Murphy and the mortal, lot, essentially. And so he is having to take this case and find this book of Kemmler for her, who Kemmler was a necromancer, kind of a big wig that the White Council had to take down. The White Council is still, of course, at war with the vampires, which comes into play majorly in this book because Harry ends up needing their help to take on these other necromancers, which were essentially students of Kemmler and are looking for the same book that Harry is looking for in order to give to Mavra. So, again, just like all the books, very, very action packed. This book has Butters in it, which is the medical examiner that we've been introduced to in, can't remember which book it was, but we were introduced to him in a previous book. I was kind of bummed because Murphy isn't really in this book. Like, she makes an appearance in the beginning and basically tells Harry that she's going out of town with Kincaid, which, if you read the previous books in the series, Kincaid is the kind of mercenary bodyguard that was for um, the archive. So uh, that kind of causes some jealousy to flare up in Harry's, feelings. But overall, very action packed. I found it enjoyable. What I liked of this book that was a slightly different from the other books, I mean, it's been brought up in other books, but not as in depth in this book, is kind of Harry's like internal battle with his subconscious. And then also in a previous book, he had the fallen angel coin. So that's now a part of him as well. So it's kind of this internal battle that he doesn't even realize is happening until later on in the book. I really, really enjoyed that aspect of the story. Otherwise, the action packed scenes and such were very on par to what I've come to expect from the books. Though the ending, I found it was so over the top and so ridiculous that I found it thoroughly enjoyable. I don't think everybody would, but I enjoyed it. I couldn't believe that it went there. Absolutely loved it. And so, I think because of that little aspect and then that internal battle, this book definitely has edged out the others so far and stands apart from them just a little bit. Like I said, it's still very classic to how the other books are y- written, but I don't know, it just that whole scene I like it was just absolutely ridiculous and I loved every minute of it. So but yeah, overall I did enjoy this one. Like I said, I'm kind of getting burnt out on the series just because that is so kind of repetitive. Um, yes, the storylines are different, but the pacing and kind of how the plot is laid out is the same over and over again. So I've been kind of burnt out, but like I said, this one definitely, once I got into it, I mean, I loved it, and it definitely, was different enough from the other ones that I found it enjoyable again. And I am excited for the next one. The next one in the series is called Proven Guilty. I don't have it on hand right now. It's out where I sit and read. So I'll definitely give you guys an update once I get to that book and I finish reading it. I'll pop back on and give you an update and let you know my thoughts on that book. But yeah, still plugging away at the Dresden File series. I'm gonna go ahead and leave you here though. Happy reading, everyone. Bye.